Hello, it's Barbara here. Today I'm going to talk about having the right attitude. What does that mean? What is an attitude anyway? I keep saying when you want to achieve something, when you want to do something, when you want to really accomplish something, you have to have the right mindset. You have to have the right attitude. Well, these things kind of go in hand. Mindset. So this isn't a standard definition I just found over there, but I have my interpretation. Mindset is an established set of attitudes that you hold. This is the standard definition of mindset. And there are a gazillion of books written about mindset. I can actually recommend you one. This is a very good one. Mindset by Dr. Carol Dweck. I don't know really how to pronounce her last name, but anyway, if you want to read this book, it's very good. But let's talk about mindset and attitude and why is it so important so you can achieve whatever it is that you are doing. I mean, it doesn't matter if you are cooking dinner or if you are starting the business of your life. You really have to start and move on having the right attitude, having the right mindset. What is that? Again and again. It's the way you look at things. You know, you have an interpretation of how you will respond to something in particular. Well, let's say if I tell you I have this idea in my mind that I'm shy in front of the camera. And I keep repeating that thing to me. And whenever you put myself in front of a camera and I'm aware of it, I may shy away. I may do, I don't know, things that I wouldn't like to be doing in front of the camera. And this is created by the way I program myself to not like to be in front of the camera. So whenever I will see a camera, I will panic. I don't know which words can I say. I don't know how I will do anything because I will have panic or whatever kind of thing. So that idea that I have created in my mind is creating my attitude. So my attitude when I go in front of the camera, instead of talking like I'm happily talking now, it would be like I would be shying away. Because the idea that I had is that I'm not good in front of the camera, so my attitude will reflect that idea. I hope this is making sense. You can apply this interpretation to anything that you do. Whatever you think that you are good or not good at will feed all the following actions that you take. So you will have an attitude that is according to the way you are thinking about that. All right. So your attitude has to be good. How do you get your attitude right? Why is it so important? Well, this is important because the way you approach something will determine the quality of your efforts and the quality of your results. Believe me, this is true. Think about whenever you started something or you approached a person and you had really bad attitude. How was the response of this person? If you go and approach someone and you are all in a rage, all upset, you most likely will touch some button in the other person and you will have a similar reaction on the aggressive side, or someone will not be so friendly to you if you approach them just in that way. Whereas when you change your attitude and you approach a person in a friendly manner, most likely you are going to have a more friendly reaction. Same when you are going to start something. If you are all mad and you start cooking, let's use this simple example of cooking, and if you are all mad, all upset, you will do a lot of mistakes because you are carrying a lot of thoughts that are affecting your current attitude. So your result will be affected. You will either chop a finger or burn the onions or forget you were boiling something and the water will evaporate. I don't know, something. You're going to do something that is going to spoil your meal because you were on the wrong attitude. And keep it aside when you intentionally said, I don't know how to cook. You are going to not be able to cook, because you are telling yourself, I don't know this, I suck at this, and you are going to perform accordingly to what you are telling yourself. So you see, it doesn't matter if it's directly or indirectly. Like in the first example, you were mad, so your attitude was affected and the result was affected too. And if you are constantly feeding yourself with an idea like, I can't cook, I can't cook, I'm terrible at cooking, you will always perform accordingly to that. So this is very easier said than that. Easier said than that. Again, sorry, I won't edit this video because my attitude is like, I'm raw like this. So it's easier said than done. Good one. That's a good attitude. You know, I don't care. I could be freaking out because you could say, oh, come on, this one is trying to explain me something and she can't talk. That's an attitude. You know, a lot of people, let's say if you are a perfectionist, you'll be going mad right now and stopping this video and probably having to wait until tomorrow till you get back. And if you have a really bad mindset and bad attitude, you may even risk yourself going back to ever recording a video, especially if you are starting something. Let's say I'm quite new recording videos. I started last year, so it's like, I don't know, 8-9 months doing videos. And so it's still early stages, and I could say, I suck at this. I can't pronounce words. And then I would feed myself with these ideas, and I most likely will never go and do a video again. So you can apply these examples to your life. I want to keep this simple. I don't want to go so deep in this video because I want you to start thinking how your attitude and how the thoughts that you feed yourself influence your attitude and your outcome later. You know, this is so important, and we understand this with simple examples. So it was great that I have made this mistake through 2 or 3 times, and I will keep doing mistakes while I talk, but I don't care. I'm a human and I fail, and you are too. But the thing is, how do you take your failures? How do you take your bad outcomes and move on with that? You have the choice on how are you going to decide to take them on board. You can move on like nothing happened. You can practice. If it's something that is a skill that you are developing, you cannot judge yourself on your first outcomes. You have to keep trying. But it's your attitude that is going to help you. And the better your attitude is, the better your mindset is, the better your thoughts are towards yourself, the faster you are going to get over, and the better you are going to become in a shorter period of time. So I hope this video makes sense for you. If you have any questions, if you have suggestions, if you have a story to share with us, if you can tell us what do you do with your mindset, please share. I mean, it's so important. And if the video was useful, share it with your friends, like and subscribe, and I will be seeing you soon. Goodbye.